Hi guys, welcome back to TOK today. A lot of students ask me how they can get 3 points in the IB core and whether those 3 points are going to help them get into university. So today we have Magda from Unifymecounselling to help us to answer those questions. Let's get to it. Okay guys, so Magda is back to talk to us today about the DP core, specifically CAS and EE in higher education applications. If you didn't see Magda's first video with us on Talk today, then you really missed out. So check out the link above, and then you can come back to this video and you can find out what she has to say about CAS and extended essay. Magda, welcome. Do you want to just tell us all a bit about yourself?
Thank you so much for the invitation again. I really enjoyed speaking to you last time, and I'm really looking forward to talking today about CAS and EE, especially that both of those components hold a personal value for me. I am working as an independent educational consultant and counselor in the UAE. I work with students from various curriculums, supporting them with higher education applications, choosing their career path, and just getting through the last year of high school and transitioning into university life. And as I have personal experiences in the IB, I'm really excited to be able to combine that knowledge and how you can use the IB to impact and make your applications stronger.
Okay, well, thank you so much for giving up your time for us today. And let's just jump straight in. The big question, we're going to start with extended essay. Can extended essay help me with my higher education application?
Again, the answer is 100% yes. I have been working as an extended essay moderator for the IB since 2007 or 2008, so quite a long time. I work in the subject of psychology, but in terms of the extended essay, this is essentially a university level research piece. So when applying to universities, being able to show that, yes, I have already written the type of work you're going to expect from me is great. I think that especially for UK applications that are focused on looking at subject-specific knowledge and supercurriculars, extended essay, sort of similar to the EPQ. EPQ is an extended project. You would know better what it stands for, but it's a similar long written piece that is worth half of an A level. It's not necessary for students to do it, so it's almost looked at as something that students do on their own, from their own initiative. So, and because all IB students have to do the extended essay, it's definitely a valuable piece. And not only for the applications, but also if you think about preparation for what you'll be doing at university, it's great.
Okay, thank you. Just a point of clarification. Do students have to do their extended essay in the subject that they're applying to for university? So say I'm applying for biology. Do I have to do my extended essay in biology?
No, that's absolutely not a requirement. Nonetheless, my recommendation, of course, this is very individualized. So, planning for extended essay and then using that in planning for higher education applications, it's worth to talk to the person that's supporting you, or your counselor or your supervisor. I do believe it makes sense to do an extended essay in a higher level subject. Just because it's usually easier, and you already are kind of extending your knowledge. And it doesn't have to be in the subject, because also very often there's subjects that you're going to study something that doesn't have an extended essay in it. But if you think about it as an opportunity to expand the knowledge area you're already interested in. So I'm going to give an example of psychology because that's what I do. I think that if you're going to be studying a human or social science, psychology is great because then you can dive deeper into an area, again, at a university level, and use that knowledge kind of as a foundation. So there are benefits.
And would students be able to maybe mention their extended essay in their application, if they get an interview, that sort of thing?
Absolutely. Absolutely. For the UK and for motivational letters, any type, a resume. So any type of application piece that showcases what have you done academically to prepare you for the course you're going to take. Now, for the US, it wouldn't be as maybe I won't say it wouldn't be valuable, because it will be valuable, but it's not going to be as highlighted in the application. That would be CAS, but that's going to be, I know, our next next area that we're looking into. That being said, wherever you're going to university, the universities know the IB, and getting a strong sort of, I don't want to say a strong grade, but obviously we're all aiming for the highest grades. Doing that is definitely shows you have the academic potential.
Okay, so you've been an extended essay supervisor, you've been a DP teacher, psychology, you've worked in sort of DP pastoral stuff, and you're also an extended essay examiner. So if I'm a DP student and I've heard your message, getting a good grade in my extended essay helps me with my university application, what do I need to do to get a good grade in the extended essay?
It's a $100 question. I think the main piece of advice, first off, start with something that you actually want to research. So rather than going, oh, this is what I should do, have a moment, sit down. What am I actually interested in? What do I want to spend hours upon hours of researching because it's going to be fun and interesting for me? That would be the first step. Usually essays that come from an inner interest are a lot better to read, a lot more interesting. You can tell, as an examiner. The second thing is I would apply the Pareto rule, the 80-20 rule, meaning 80% research, 20% writing. The main part of your extended essay is doing good research. People think, okay, I'll choose a question, then I'll start writing and I'll fit bits and pieces as I go along. That doesn't work. You need to start from the back. So really do read this much so you can take this much information so you can put this much in your essay. So you really have to start wide, become an expert in the topic. It shows. Then you're able to build a better argument. You're better equipped to look at various perspectives on the topic. It shines through that you actually understand what you're talking about and you're trying to fully answer the research question. So those would be my main pieces of advice. Another piece of advice, look at the details. In extended essay, it's really easy to lose points just by not being meticulous and just not taking the extra 10 minutes to go through your formatting, having page numbers, writing a reflection. Like the reflection is worth so much. And you kind of have to also remember that that's what the IB is looking for, is for your ability to do research, critically analyze information, put it together, and then reflect on the process.
Okay, that's really great. Very clear. Thank you. So if your school has JSTOR, lots of time in JSTOR. Really get to know it.
Yes.
I'll just add in that I'm lucky enough to have worked in schools that have given the students an individual supervisor to help them with their extended essay. I think that's standard in most schools. And I would say communication with that supervisor is absolutely key. Talking to the supervisor, not running away from them, not pretending they don't exist, but going to find them, sending them emails, and just building that relationship up.
Such a good point. You're not on a deserted island. Being part of the IB program means collaboration, means using the resources. It's, that's, if you're in academia, that's how you work. You work on teams, you discuss ideas. So yeah, don't like you said, I really like that. Don't shy away. You don't have to carry this burden all on your own.
Okay, great. Let's move on to CAS, creativity, action, and service, for people who are very new to the DP. So CAS can seem like a vague area of the diploma program, as sort of a bit of an afterthought because there's no exam in it. So why bother with it? Just try to get it out of the way as quickly as possible. And some people even say to me, can I get my CAS done in the summer between grade 10 and grade 11 before my DP starts so I can get it out of the way? And that phrase, out of the way, just sends shivers up my spine, really, because I believe that CAS is key. Magda, can CAS be of any value at all to my higher education application?
So I would say that out of the three components of the core, you're doing the IB, and what differentiates the IB the most is the core of it. TOK, extended essay, CAS. And I would say out of the three components, CAS is probably the most valuable element you can have for your higher education application. And furthermore, if you are in the IB, you are privileged because in your educational system, you already have what you need to do embedded. Other people have to go out and do these things on their own. You have it as part of the program. So it's such an amazing thing to take advantage of. So the way it works is, obviously, I think that the first value, obviously, is the fact that you are becoming a more well-rounded individual. And I know that this, for some people, can sort of not be a very attractive, or like it might not be something that they're going to be saying like, okay, well, that's why I want to do CAS. But if you think about it, this is something that, again, in any written component, in any interview, you are able to put these things as an accomplishment, as an achievement. They help you stand out. This is especially true for US applications, but also UK applications and some universities in Europe as well, that are looking, especially the more selective schools. If you're looking to go to a university that has a lot of candidates, you're going up against people who are going to be in their 40s in terms of points. So how do universities differentiate between a candidate that has 44 points, 44 points, 44 points? They look at, what did you do outside of school? What impact have you made on your school, your community? How have you developed your creativity, your communication, your collaboration skills? A lot of Ivy League universities will say that they're looking for leadership qualities. CAS is a perfect opportunity to develop those. And I think the fact that you have the three components, so it's not just like the creativity, or not just action, or not just service, but combined, it gives you the opportunity to start something and then almost enhance it and make it bigger. And I have seen students that really take small projects and take them to the next level and the next level. And before they know it, it's a project that's involving a lot of people that actually has an impact. Now, that's something that is very much worth bragging about. And university will be thinking, well, hey, I want that sort of student at our campus because they're also going to elevate our school. And there have been situations, I'm not sure if I mentioned this during our last conversation, but there have been situations where I had students that were 5, 6 IB points lower than their peers that got into schools just based on their extracurricular activities. NYU is a good example. I had a student, 41 points, didn't get in, 36 points did because of his extracurriculars.
That's something to hold in mind.
Definitely.
I've had students who, through their CAS, they've discovered what they really wanted to do at university and in life, and changed their plans for university because of their CAS, and then have successfully followed a career and sort of vocation in the thing that they started doing in CAS in grade 11. and have been very successful in those different things.
And I think, what's important to add here is what you said in the beginning. Oh, let me get it out of the way. Mindset is so important. If you're going into the diploma or you're already in the diploma program, what's thinking, oh, I have to do this. This is so hard. This is so annoying. Let me just get it out of the way. Of course, you can do that. But how does that impact your motivation? How does that kind of impact you? It's an opportunity. If you're able to shift your thinking to, okay, I'm going to take this opportunity, this challenge given to me. Let's see what comes out of it and approach it with openness, with curiosity. There's so much potential and you don't know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It opens up new worlds for you completely. Couple of university end things that I've experienced with CAS. Once in Hong Kong, I had Princeton talking to the students about applying to Princeton, what they were looking for. And there was a CAS scheme in Hong Kong, I think it still exists, a program called Summer Bridge, which is about teaching Cantonese-speaking students English in the summer, taking the summer holidays to teach English, but to do it in an active way. So you can't just sit in a classroom and teach them English. You have to sort of do it through drama or through sailing or through rock climbing. It's really cool. And this the Princeton person said, this is our most highly rated extracurricular that we've come across from applicants from Hong Kong this year.
Wow.
Yeah, it's quite open about that. And then another time, also in Hong Kong, I had an admissions tutor from Oxford who was trying to explain to the students and parents why the Oxbridge way of teaching was different, how it was different, and why it was different to other universities, the tutorial system, and so on and so on. And basically, he was explaining you're not going to get spoon-fed at Oxford. You sort of have to do it yourself, right? And he said, look, if you can get 3 points in the core CAS extended essay and TOK, then you've demonstrated to us that you're able to do the Oxbridge way of teaching. That's what we're looking for. Which doesn't mean to say that if you get 3 points, you're going to Oxford, but it gives us a flavour of the sort of skills and qualities that the core's developing.
Yeah, I would love to add just one quick anecdotal story here as well. I was doing a workshop last weekend for Emirati students who are applying to the top universities in the world. And there was a girl who was saying that she got into Stanford. She messed up her SATs, didn't have the highest scores, but she did a project which was helping neurodivergent students with obtaining internships and gaining work experience. And she just did it. It was supposed to be a 2-week program. And then she enjoyed it so much, she was just part of it. She reached out to the institution that was offering it and said, listen, is there anything I can kind of do to continue this? Few months later, there were kind of islands all around the UAE. She was collaborating, and it turned into a whole nationwide program of internships for students with different needs that she kind of started coordinating. And this got her into Stanford, which is one of the top 3 most selective universities in the world.
Yeah, it's incredible.
You just don't know. You might do something that you think is going to take a week or 2, and then you start talking to a friend, and then you bounce ideas off of each other. You come up, you have to do a CAS project. So again, rather than rolling your eyes and getting it out of the way, think, oh, wow, this is almost a gift for me that I can mold and do whatever. Like the sky's the limit.
Okay, that's really great. We're not saying do CAS to get into Stanford or Oxford. Saying do CAS, and it can only help. It will not detract. It can only help.
Exactly.
An extra hour spent studying a hexagon subject is not necessarily as valuable as an extra hour spent doing CAS.
Yeah, and I think also, you need that balance. IB is so academically heavy. Again, choose something you enjoy, choose something that makes you smile, choose something you would want to do anyway. Look around, like, you're not maybe going to change the world straight away, but if you start on a micro scale, see what the needs are in your community. Is there any way you can help? And then start from there.
Great advice. Really, really good. Is there anything else that you would like to add about CAS or extended essay?
Well, I think we've covered all the bases. I agree. It's 3 points, and those 3 points very often by ambitious students are seen as 3 extra points on the application. True. From a university admission standpoint, I do have to say that there are universities and countries that don't even take the extra points into consideration. So, for example, Netherlands usually look out of 42. But anytime that you are able to really show that you're internally motivated is such a fantastic thing that adds value to you as a candidate for higher education. So embrace the core, ask for help, get support, and we wish you all the best with it.
Absolutely. I'll just go back a bit to some systems don't take into account the 3 points. In the systems that do, say the UK, Hong Kong, Singapore, is it wise to include the 3 points in your reach offer? So say my teachers have predicted me 35. I'm going to say, right, I'm going to get 3 points as well from the course. So I'm going to apply for my reach at 38.
Yes. I would say it definitely makes sense. Usually by the time you get your predicted grades, you will have, you usually won't have an extended essay predicted, but you'll have something for TOK. So then, you don't need to get 2 A's. An A and B is sufficient. And even points, even if you get 2 points, that's still an additional 2 points to add. So I would definitely include the 3 points or 2 points.
In the reach, not in the safety.
All of them. Right. Just, it's your accomplishment.
Okay. Oh, so we're getting expert advice here. Magda, thank you so much for giving this time today. It's really different and good for viewers on my channel to get not just me talking about TOK, but other DPSUs and other voices coming in. So thank you very much for that. We will have to have you back again for other diploma things.
I'd be very happy. I think there's so much, I feel like the IB is a university preparatory program, and it is a bridge. And even if you don't intend on going to university, there's different pathways, and the IB can have value, and these elements can have value in whatever you decide to do. So thank you so much. I really enjoy our chats. If anybody has any questions about what we talked about, they can get in touch with me. I am very, very happy to have an introductory call with people who have any ideas for what they want to do after their graduation, whether it's applying to university, figuring out a different pathway. Daniel will share my contact details, and I look forward to speaking to you again.
Okay. So, guys, if you have any questions, any needs with higher education or education questions, then you can see Magda's details on the screen now, and we'll have Magda back again ASAP.
Thank you.
So there we have it. Thank you very much to Magda for her expert contributions, her expert advice on how we can use the DP core and particularly CAS and EE to help with our university applications. I hope that you found that useful. If you did find it useful, then giving me a like would be just wonderful, and giving me a subscribe would be even more wonderful. Please stay tuned to TOK Today for more content from me and from Magda to help you to get the most out of your TOK and the most out of your diploma and the best chances of getting the best place at university. Stay tuned, stay top-tastic. Bye.